Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rinku, and today we are looking at the November 8th patch notes. Today's update is awesome because we got 2 new bosses that spawn every week. That's just insane, as well as the return of the Flandor Golden Goose Egg event, which a lot of people like because it was simple, straight to the point, just gives you free boxes, or should I say golden eggs. Starting with the event section, let's look at the Golden Egg event. So this event lasts for 2 weeks, which is very awesome, until November 22nd, and until then you can go to Chief Valentine's brother Malt, which will be visiting Florin. So literally, you just go down to Florin, talk to this guy. You can do this once a day, and he'll just tell you that he's worried that the Golden Goose eggs will plant seeds of greed and jealousy among the residents. So he's asking you to take the gold egg for your own good before everyone just causes chaos, which sounds good to us. So the golden egg actually gives tons of rewards, and you can do this once a day, so it's basically 1 box, aka egg a day, and that is very awesome. This event even comes with its own graphic this time, so it makes it extremely simple. Receive the quest in Florin, deliver the golden goose egg, which is on the hill right next to Florin, so just to carry it back to him and get your reward. Now, this golden egg can randomly give you one of the following, and it does include a Zarka or Nuver box, as well as some accessories and some other good stuff, so it's worth looking into that. It's extremely useful stuff, things that you probably want even if you're just going to sell it for the money, and it's just nice to do, and this goose will be happy if you do that, so do it for the goose. Alright, back to the notes. Next up, they have the calendar event, which is basically a screenshot contest. However, they're going to be putting the screenshots into a 2018 BDO calendar. It says to take a screenshot of your characters in the theme of each season, and that is because there is a lot of months, there's a lot of variety that is needed, and they're going to pick the 5 best screenshots for each month and let us vote on the final winners. So for each month, there'll be 5 options, we'll vote on it, and then they'll finally put together the 2018 BDO calendar. That just sounds like a really cool concept. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Finally, let's look at the 2 new world bosses. We have Quint, the first troll, and also Maraka, the Ogre King. Now, these bosses are a little bit different than normal world bosses, and they are actually something to be pretty hype about. These bosses spawn randomly in about 20 servers. I do want to point out that it says the first troll spawns in around 20 servers, the Ogre King spawns in up to 20 servers. If I was taking this literally, I would think that there is slightly less Ogre Kings spawned than first trolls. However, I think they probably just fucked up the patch notes. Moving on, there is no penalty from being killed by either of these bosses. That is nice. They can also be knocked down when hit by a monster basher. That is really interesting. So this means they added a new mechanic to a new world boss that requires a new weapon. And this is just exciting to see because they could have just added a normal ogre boss that drops ogre rings on a normal boss window. However, they added 2 different bosses, probably of varying difficulties, that spawn on a set time every week on random servers that you will probably be able to find very easily and switch over to, and also adds new features for people to actually play around with. For the loot, by the way, the first troll drops mutant enhancers, which can be exchanged for witch's earrings, or if you save up enough, they can be exchanged for ogre rings. And the Ogre King can drop dim ogre rings, which are basically ogre ring boxes, which can be opened up to get either a pry or duo ogre ring. They also both spawn at the same set time every Saturday at noon for PST on NA servers, or noon on UTC for EU servers, which is basically, if you have any other time zone, 6 hours before Node War. We do have a lot of small updates, and starting with the first one, the Black Spirit will be summoned quicker, and I'm sure it's just one line, but it means so much to so many people, myself included. Now, let's scroll down past all the class stuff to look at some more stuff. There is no cash shop section in today's video because there was only 2 items added. The first one being a bundle of megaphones, so I think it's like 10 megaphones for 50 pearls. The second one being the golden bell. So this golden bell has only ever been received by guild masters who completed the only guild event to ever give them out. However, now they have been added to the pearl shop, and what these do is give you an EXP boost for 1 hour for everyone on the server. So one person buys the belt, pops it. It's a one-time use, by the way. 1,800 pearls for one of them. It lasts 1 hour, but it does give the boost to everyone on the server. I would think if you found enough people that want to train at the same time on the same server, it would probably be worth it, but for one person, it's not too worth it, so it's interesting how it's going to work out. You can also get it with 5,000 loyalties, but that is 50 days of logging into the game. Next up, we have a new cannon called the Vipe Stoner Cannon and a dedicated shell called the Monster Basher. And these are specifically for the 2 new bosses. I don't think it's useful on anything else. If it is, they haven't told us. But it is extremely exciting because it gives us new things to play around with. They just added siege weapons, and now they're adding like world boss weapons. So it's just interesting to see. Hopefully it's easy to obtain. I don't actually know how to obtain it. I don't think they say in the patch notes, but it's going to be extremely useful for these new bosses, and it's going to be really cool to see someone fire cannon and some giant fucking troll or ogre just get knocked down and like slammed to the ground because of this new weapon. So it seems like a really cool concept. I can't wait to see it in action. Maybe I'll get one of these cannons for myself and like make a video on it or something. You can now use your Black Spirit's Rage while mounted with a matchlock, but something more important that I missed in last Korea's patch was that you can now gather resources with a matchlock equipped. And I just want to point out how important this is because when they released hunting, I literally pointed out, like in the second that I killed something, like, why can't you skin an animal that you had just killed using the hunting skill while having the hunting matchlock equipped? That was so counterintuitive. You would have to literally unequip your matchlock every single kill if you wanted hunting experience, which made no sense at all. So why they didn't have that in the beginning, I don't know, but glad they finally did that. Holy shit. Another quick little line here that I noticed, HP and DP of monsters in Basham base have been decreased. So Basham buff? That's cool. Lastly, we have interface changes. So when I logged in, I did notice 2 new things. Skill XP now has a percentage with 3 decimal places, just like your level EXP, as well as guild member rank icons have been changed. Now has like a star badge thing. Looks kind of cool. I don't know, just seems meh. But overall, I think we've covered pretty much everything. I say that every time, I always miss something, but I think we covered the important things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.